Hey guys, this is Tiana Tumo-Helua. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout-out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.
Yes, top of the evening. You know the vibes. You're rocking out with yours truly, Showtime Sizzle. I'm the sauce. I know we got some fights on, right? So I ain't gonna stay on too long. I want to enjoy the fights, but I also, a couple things I want to touch on. In and out, real smooth like a robbery. I want to touch on the Devin Haney Regis Progress fight. I see Regis talking this shit. That's good for the fight. I know people probably gonna come on here and get on Regis's head like, yo, you didn't have that energy when you was in front of Devin. Where was the energy at for the press conference? The press conference is over. We could still continue to keep running with that, or we could build off of this. Regis has went to social media and said Devin has put on the weight and was flexing and hitting the heavy bag soft as shit. Alluding to the fact that he's working with Freddie Roach and Freddie Roach and Manny Pacquiao can't fight for him. So when you guys, because I know Devin Haney has the Crash Dummy Patrol, that's what I like to call these guys, right? They're gonna come out here and instead of going off of what Regis said, they're gonna say, "Oh well, you didn't say that to him when he was at the press conference." Nah, he ain't have to. His coach was on him, right? But December 9th, we're gonna see if Devin Haney is strong. If what it is, December 9th, right? But I like what Regis said that the bag was squeaking. You didn't hear no thump. You didn't hear that, George Foreman. And I know, George is a heavyweight, but I'm just referencing the sound that's supposed to come off of a bag. I'm just referencing the sound. When you could crack, when you could pop, you hear that thump. You hear that thump off the bag, right? But shout out to Regis for putting that out because now, and shout out to my guy Evans. Fitness is all over. Go check him out. He just did an interview with the OG Bruce Gas. I was checking that out a little bit in Skywalker Boxing. So he's making his rounds. That's all good. These are all things that help to promote, market the fight because that's what some of us are into. Really, But hey, what do I know? But yeah, shout out to Regis for putting that out there. That'll definitely get the YTC talking because one thing about the Crash Dummy Patrol for Devin Haney, they're gonna come out and do what they do on the YTC. But the second thing that I want to get to, like I said, I'm gonna be in and out quick like a robbery. Shout out to YSM, right? YSM, I seen an interview. He interviewed Brian Norman Sr. and Jr. came into the frame. So that means that Brian Norman is up there getting work with Boots Ennis and the Philly crew, a lot of the Philadelphia fighters. Now, I want to highlight this for two reasons. One reason is that's great for Brian Norman Jr., right? That he's up there around iron sharp as iron is the saying that we say in the boxing circle, right? But I want y'all to soak this in, right? Norman Jr. is from Atlanta. He's in Philadelphia to get work. He's from Atlanta. So that lets you know that the quality of sparring locally down there in the A wasn't up to par. He had to go to Philly, get with Bozy and the Dungeon Crew and the Philly mob for the work. And that's good because Quinn Randall, Quick Draw, was out there with Caleb Plant. He's in Vegas. So he's probably getting Brian Mendoza. He's getting top tier work. And I wasn't going to report on this until I seen, because I did see an interview where Brian Norman said he was going to go up there. And I was waiting till it surfaced. You know me, I'll make some phone calls behind the scenes. But that's good that he's up there getting that type of work, you know, because next week is November 1st. That fight is on a Thursday. That fight is approaching quickly, quicker than what we think. Smash my like button. I got 4 y'all up in here. Please, it doesn't cost you $1. You know, you are getting gems right now, right? But I just want you to just soak in what I said. He's from Atlanta. He's in Philly to get the work. What is going on down there in the A that he doesn't have the, you know, tools to sharpen him up down there? Oh man, Tope, you got me feeling like a star. Party like a rock star. Party like a rock star. Tope said he got me on the TV. Man, the news by Shanewz, man. So shout out to him though, man. Because I think up there in Philly right now, if he's probably sparring with Boots and a couple of other guys, he's getting that top tier grade A work for Quentin Randall. Because at first I was a little concerned, but I was gonna wait because I want to see, like, there's other guys that are covering this, Mark Nash and others. So I wanted to see, like, you know, running the plays for this. I was like, man, when are you guys gonna really, you know, push the needle, right? Well, shout out to YSM getting that content out. My fault. I was just looking at something. I got the TV muted, you know. Quentin Randall, on the other hand, Brian Mendoza, Caleb Plant, and one thing about Vegas, Vegas, you're gonna get good work in Vegas. Vegas is just thriving right now. Everybody's in Vegas. I think Troy Isley and you know, Shakur and Bud, like everybody's out there. So one thing about Vegas, you don't have to look far and wide for work. You don't. You're gonna get that top tier work. You know, iron sharp as iron. You know, and when you're fighting a live body, it's best to get good work. You know, it's best to get good work. You want to fight, like, you don't want to spar guys that, you know, you're gonna go in there and steamroll, or you're gonna go in there and they're not gonna push you. Because if you know you're gonna fight somebody that is not gonna lay down, you got to get that type of treatment. You got to get that grade A sparring. You know, you can't go into a firefight, right? Let me matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna reference? I've been reading the 33 Strategies of War. So I'm gonna reference something from the book. I've been reading that, man. I'm on section, I think I might be on strategy 5. I know I touched the second section. But I'm gonna touch on the samurais. I think that might have been 3, 2. I don't really try to, you know, concentrate on the numbers, but the samurai. Remember, if you read the book, you know what I'm speaking on. The samurai warrior. He was going around. He went undefeated, right? But in the book, in that particular strategy, it was always speaking about never fighting the same way twice. And this is what I want y'all to catch is what I'm saying with the sparring, right? A lot of times, if you are the big dog, if you are that guy where you're from, you're not going to get pushed. You're not going to get that get back unless you are in a big pond where there are many predators present. And the only reason I'm bringing this up because I've heard the Normans in the past speak about their pond area of not being able to get work or the work not that good. That's why they go to Philly a lot. I say that to say this. When you are going into battle, it's best to get sharpened by other steel. So when I seen this and I seen YSM, I said that is a great move. The only thing I am concerned with is he's from Atlanta. I don't think he's going to be staying up there for the remainder of the camp. Like I said, today is the 27th. I wish YSM would have, probably did some of those things and been like, yo, how long you in town for? You think you're closing out camp up here? What is the, because what is going to happen when he goes back to the A? Are y'all catching my source now? The news by Shanewz. Right now, he's good. He's up there around Steel. But when he goes back down to the A, or is he finishing camp up there? I don't know. Like I said, I'm doing other things now, but I can ask some of my peoples that I know are tied in. But that's when I watch content now, I'm doing more reading. So certain content, I just don't even, I don't have the time for that no more. Like today, I think I might have been, I'm reading the strategy book as well as another book. So I didn't have a lot of time to tap in like I normally do with the YTC. But the stuff that I'm going to tap in, I feel like are informative topics towards boxing. And him getting that grade A work up there in Philly is good for him in the fight that he got going on. But if he's not finishing camp up there and he comes back to the A, what type of work will he get to close out camp? Does that make any sense to y'all? Shout out to Carlos. I see you in the building. Salute my guy. But yeah. Fights are coming up, man. The epic, one more topic I want to touch just real quick. They took a fire picture in Saudi. A lot of legends in there. Roy Jones, seeing Riddick Bowe, not Riddick Bowe, sorry, Riddick Bowe. Roy Jones, Bernard Hopkins, Larry Holmes, Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson. I even seen, it looked like Kenny Bayless, the ref. Like, it was a dope picture. Man, I wish, well, maybe one day we'll get there. I'm not even going to say, man, I'm not going to be. One day we'll be there, right? But, man, just to have that frame, right? Oscar De La Hoya was in there. It was a lot of legends, past, present, and future. Even Big Baby was in there. And shout out to Big Baby, man. I see Tyson Fury stamped him again. And it took me back to, I had to find out in my catalog. Only 5 views, man. That video had 5 views. 5 views. And I talked about that in Vegas. at Jorge Capitella's gym. I remember that we was all in there working. We was all in there working, and I was like, that's when he gave me the matter of fact. Look, we always keep receipts. He gave me this. He gave me this, and I chopped a little bit of it up, and I put it out today with on top of the Tyson Fury. But that's when he gave me this. I no longer use this tag.
With the real big baby Jerry Anderson, man. Shout out Jackal Fitness.
Appreciate you, champ. Thank you.
But he spoke on this, and I chopped this up and put the video out.
Be active during everything that's going on.
Yeah, definitely, man. You get a lot of praise, man, from top hitters in the game, such as Tyson Fury. You know, he's a world champion, man, defeated Deontay Wilder. That man gave you high praise and credit as to getting a raise. Just speak on that, man, the accolades that come with that. And a lot of people saying you the next one, the next great American heavyweight, man. Just speak on that real quick.
Yeah, man, you got to give credit when due. I'm thankful that he did. You know what I'm saying? I don't speak on myself. I let others do it for me. And when they see hard work and determination and they see skill, you know what I'm saying? So that's all it is. You know, he just giving credit when due. So I'm thankful that he was able to speak the truth about me and get people aware.
Definitely. Now, it's kids out there right now looking up to you, wanting to be the next real big baby, man. Get a youngin' something, man, you know, from Toledo, Ohio, you know, Midwest, Texas, Houston, New York, Brooklyn, Long Island.
Shout out to the 702. But that just brought me back when I watched the Top Rank and Tyson Fury grabbed him up and said he was the next one, next in line. It took me back. I'm like, man, I remember covering that. But hey, what do I know? But shout out to Tyson Fury for stamping him. Because, see, that was around the time, right? I don't know, man. Do you guys cover boxing? You really fuck with it? Remember, it was, you know, Tyson Fury had caught COVID. But, you know, news travels in the gym circles, man. You know, news travels in the gym circles. That was around the time when it was alleged that, you know, the young Jaron Anderson, you know, touched him up, man. You know, got to him a little something with the 14, 16-ounce joints on the headgear. And, you know, looking at how Tyson stamps him and gives it up to him, you know, it might be true, right? It might be true because, like I said, that piece that I just put up and Tyson Fury said 3 years ago. I don't think my video was 2 years ago. That was February, I think, of 2021. I don't think it was 2020, but it was 2021. But the stories were definitely odd. I'm alleged. I gotta say alleged over here. You know, we want to keep our integrity, right? But you know, the stories was definitely out there, and I remember that, man. So when I seen that today, or whatever time it is over there, I was like, yeah, I remember. Yeah, you did stamp him. You did. Because you gave him the props. When you went in there and dog walked Deontay Wilder the second fight, you gave Jaron Anderson crazy praise because he definitely did push you in that camp. I remember he was a big part of your camp for that fight. Because a lot of that camp was in Vegas. If I'm wrong, I think the second fight probably was in Vegas. But a lot of that fight was it took place at that gym where I just showed you the video at. Jorge Capitella's gym. Because that was, he was working with Tyson Fury as well. You know, do your own research on that, you know, if you don't believe me. Because right now, where I'm at in the game, I can care less who believes me, who rocks with me, and any of that. But it's just good to when you see certain things come across your timeline or on the Instagram or Twitter, and it takes you back to actually being around and a part of stuff. You understand? You know? Yeah, I hear my dog out there. You know, she's an idiot. You know, she's a real idiot. It's 10 o'clock at night. Do you know where your children are? Your mind's one of them is outside barking like an asshole. You know, people are trying to sleep, Daffy. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I want to touch on, man. Like I'm glad to see Brian Norman up there getting that work. But the question that I have, and I know it'll get out there now, you know, regardless what people like to say about me, you know, when I say something, it spreads, right? Is he gonna finish camp up there? You know, he's getting that good work now, but the fight is the 16th. Is he staying up there for the remainder of camp? Or is he coming back to the A? Because if he stays up there, man, you know, hopefully Quinn Randall's getting sharp. Because I know Brian Norman's getting sharp where he's at right now. You know, I know he's getting that work. You know, he's getting that good work. And one thing about Philadelphia, you know, there's gyms galore, even if he's not at the dungeon. But I think he's at the dungeon with Bozy. You know, Bozy and the guys, and he's probably getting that good work. You know, he's getting that good work. And maybe I don't know how they moved up there. Maybe if they drove, right? And you know, but most likely they flew. But if they drove, right, heading back, they could stop at Headbangers. Because I seen his buddy is down there, you know. They probably wouldn't rekindle the flame. But Javante Davis right now is training at a Headbangers. That's in DC. If you know, you know, right? But hey, what do I know, man? Listen, I'm going to wrap this up and enjoy the rest of my Friday evening. Salute to everybody that stopped in, smash the like button, share the content, tell somebody to subscribe. Because we got a lot going on, right? You know, the news by Shanewz in association with CEO Nasai on the Lens. Yes, my daughter. That's her frame right there. Her frames are all over because I am the media marketing manager, management agent. You know, right now we are promoting and marketing all of our clients. And goddamn it, if my daughter isn't one of my clients, but she's my daughter, but I also one of my clients, man. And the responses that she is getting, if I was like a vulture, like the 48 Laws of Power says, I would have took the credit. I forget what law that is. I would have took the credit for a lot of her work. Because right now, her work is so prominent in the game. I would have took the credit for it, right? She has frames that this particular one right here, everybody is talking about this one. If I was a vulture, like the 48 Laws of Power speaks about, taking credit for others' work, right? So you know, you can tell I've been reading, right? You see how I'm just referencing different things from books. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the 48 Laws of Power. That was one of the laws. I don't, you know, see, I gotta, you know, start jotting the actual laws down. But I just read and I can recite the different ones. I don't know Law 46 or whatever it was. I don't be on it like that, but I know them, right? But they got a particular law in there where, you know, they tell you to be a vulture. You know how a vulture moves. A vulture / hyena. Let somebody else get the kill, and then you steal the meal, right? That's what I would have did right here. When I started seeing like the Champ 5 and the different people going crazy over this frame, I would have immediately just turned into a vulture and took credit for it. I would have said, yeah, I just happened to catch that one. I was just in the gym and I was like, oh man, he's getting a drink. Let me snap now. That was shout out to CEO Nasai on the Lens, 10 years old on the come up. Well, not even no more on the come up, man. She's here now. Her catalog pretty much speaks for itself. Like I said, proud dad. You know, coverage right now, photography, interviews.
Like 8.5, yep. Been
And what's the
boxing
other
for a long time.
He's been boxing for a long time. He's 17 now. Now ask me the other question about the TV.
What is it like to be on TV?
It feels great. At first I got nervous, but now it's like, it feels normal. You know, I've been on TV all my life, so it's nothing really new. It's exciting though, and it definitely makes you feel great.
Cool. Okay, Nasai, now let.
Like raw fish.
Oh, that's so good. One day you'll get your palate used to that raw fish. Gotcha. What's that? What else you got for me?
What's your favorite place to go?
Favorite place to go is the beach. I love the beach, yo. Anywhere if there's a beach nearby, I love to go there, relax, walk along the beach, barefooted, get my feet dirty. Yeah, no doubt. Stick my foot in the water. I don't go in the water though. There's sharks and stuff in there. Nah, I don't mess with that. All right.
Do you play basketball?
Look at my height. I'm short.
No,
I can't play no basketball.
Yes, you can.
No.
I believe you can.
Salute to Nasai. We're gonna close on that. Shout out to her for picking up the mic, picking up the camera, picking up the sauce, and full steam ahead. The news by Shanewz. This is the Sauce Experience. But hey, what do I know?
Going on is Carlos Action Jackson, aka King Dynamite Jackson. Straight out of Atlanta, straight out of Bad News, VA. And then I want to shout out Sauce Talk Podcast. Appreciate your love, man. All the love and support, bro.
Appreciate you, champ. Thank you.